have to tell me ahead of time.
How's everybody doing today? So today is day 41, and if you guys haven't seen it yet, our last video was what our pros and cons were for going through the last 40 days of the carnivore diet. So definitely check that out.
Yeah.
Outside of that, today I worked in the morning, so we woke up and Christina made me breakfast.
Yep.
And I got to talk to the girls for a little bit. So they actually ended up doing their Halloween last night, and they had a lot of fun. So if I have a picture, I'll throw it in here.
We've got a couple.
And yeah, I worked this morning, and then we went to Sam's Club.
Yep.
So...
Yep, we went to Sam's Club. We were looking at like all the meat they have. It does turn out that, so we got a pack of fillets, which we haven't bought fillets yet since we've started the diet, just because they're so expensive.
Yeah.
It's usually like $20 at least, like for
like two.
Is it for two? I think it's for one.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're expensive.
Yeah.
But so we found a 4-pack for, I think it was like $35, $36, but I mean, it equals out to a little less than like $10 per fillet. So I mean, it was good. And then we got a pack of sirloins.
The top sirloin
Yeah, the one that we've been eating that I'm good with, that we're getting better at cooking. And it was like $36 for a 6-pack of those. So pretty good prices. It seems like. We also realized they have like a big 10-ounce like tube of...
Or 10-pound tube.
10-pound, sorry. Yeah, not 10 ounce. A big 10-pound tube of like 80-20 ground beef. It looks so weird, but yeah, I think that once we run out of our ground beef, we'll get that and divide it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, while we were at Sam's Club, we grabbed 2 flannels. Like it?
I don't know if I like it. Do you like it?
I do like it.
I need to see what it looks like. Because they're awesome.
We love them so much.
I love flannels.
Yeah, I love flannels too. But yeah, we got 2 of them. One for her, one for me. Mine's a little bit heavier. Hers is not so as much.
It's soft though. It's cute.
Yeah. Oh, and we also got this. So this is amazing. So pork rinds, like I'm sure we've talked about it before in the last 40 days, but pork rinds is like our, I guess, like go-to snack outside of like our butter bites.
Yeah. If we need a snack, but
we really don't even eat much. Like we'll just eat like 2 or 3 at a time. And
yeah, I was gonna say we have at one point, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we bought a 4-pack of like the Epic pork rinds, the salt and pepper ones, and we have 1 full bag. We have a half bag down here. We have a half bag upstairs, and we gave 1 bag to Dad and Laura. So like, we just haven't really been eating them.
Yeah.
We're just not hungry usually in between meals, and if we do get, like, I've noticed there have been a couple times that like I have gotten a little hungry and I'll eat like some pork rinds or something, but then I'm not like really hungry enough to eat dinner, and so I try to stay away from snacking. Like
even dinner tonight, I wasn't like crazy hungry. Like I wasn't like, man, I really wish I need to make food or anything like that. Honestly, like with our lunch, I probably could have gone like through dinner and been fine.
Yeah.
But we had the steaks unthawed, and yeah, it was fun to do.
We want to take advantage of, like, you know, when we have days off, being able to cook together and stuff too, or
yeah,
you know,
we've gotten to the point where we're like almost like perfecting the steak, like
yeah.
And a lot of it is like the tasty air fryer, as far as like being able to temp it where we need it temped, but like
yeah, if we were just like cooking it on the stove, we would have no idea what we're doing, or like baking it at this, like some people like sear it and then bake it, we still would have no clue. So
yeah,
so that is a lifesaver. But I think before we weren't doing like the sear part, and I think the crust on the outside is like what for me makes it really good too.
Yeah, and it like seals in the juices too, like while everything's raw on the inside, and so as it cooks, all the juices are staying on the inside. So
very good.
Yeah, and so tomorrow we are going to the Renaissance Fair again. So I love it there. I could go every weekend, honestly. Like I just like the environment, and it's like something to do and like check out cool things.
Everyone's just happy and nice.
Yeah. And I like all the crafts and different shops there.
Yeah.
So
we're going with Jen and Kenny and Amber and Harley. So we'll we'll probably take some videos tomorrow with some of that. Fritz is going to stay home. Sad for the boy. It's okay.
He deserves it.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
So yeah, we're going to dress up again. I know Amber and Harley are going to dress up. I don't think Jen and Kenny are, but yeah, we'll get some videos of that. It'll be good. And I'll think about eating a pickle tomorrow.
Ooh. We have like, well, not like, I wouldn't say like veered off. I guess that'd be like the wrong words for it. But like, so for instance, for me, like the other day I did end up going out, or Christine ended up going out and getting me the Tito's vodka. So there's no sugar, no carbs in it. And I just ended up mixing it with water.
Just literally water, and it tastes so bad, but it is what it is.
People do it, and I don't understand how they do it. It's not like the worst thing in the world.
But it's also not desirable.
It's also not, sought after in any way, shape, or form. I was telling her, like, I always think of the people that have, like, the whiskey glasses that just throw, like, an ice cube in there and just, like, sip on it. And,
I don't get it.
And I get that, like, whiskey has, like, the abundance of flavors, and it's, like...
Yeah.
It's like a cult. Honestly, they're, like, a group of... They'd shave their heads, but... but, like, I've done it, and I can't do it.
I feel like Gary would be a whiskey sipper.
He would be a whiskey sipper.
I mean, he does the peanut... Well, you guys all do the peanut butter
I could do the peanut butter, because it's probably just got, like, a crap ton of sugar in there, and, like, it's...
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not bad, but, like, I mean, once you get through it, you know, take the edge off or whatever, and...
I mean...
But...
I think the good thing, too, is that since it doesn't taste great, it's not like you're just going to be, like, downing a bunch. Like, it's not going to be something you're just...
Man, I really want to drink.
Yeah, you're not just mindlessly drinking, so...
Yeah. I do want to try it with one of the LMNT packets.
Raspberry.
Brain farted. Oh.
Did you, like, did it feel any different drinking since you haven't in a while, or since you're not, like, consuming any sugar or anything?
So, it did feel, I did notice, like, a sluggishness, like, the following morning.
Okay.
Nothing, like, crazy. Like, it wasn't, like... I didn't get heartburn. I didn't get, like, a headache or anything like that. But I did just notice, like...
Like grogginess?
Yeah, like, I would say for the first, like, hour out of the day, I felt, like, just partially, like, lethargic. And even though we, like, still fell asleep probably, like, 8:30 that day.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing. But I did try to, like, definitely take notes, like, as far as, like, okay, like, definitely not a pep in my step.
Yeah.
And, like... You know, usually it's been like 5 minutes and I'm up and I'm wired. I'm good to go. Like,
yeah,
I'm ready for the day. But yeah, it kind of took me like an hour to get over the hump, and then
so nothing detrimental, of course, but but it's good to know.
Yeah, but we did also have a conversation today of like what after we hit like our goal weight, like what our expectations were of, you know, like from the diet and stuff like that, and. We both are on the same page when it comes to like not wanting to
veer too far, like because we still for health purposes want to maintain the diet. I mean, just for overall health, you know, even like into getting older, we want to make sure we
have the energy to like if we want to have a kid, like have the energy to be able to do all this stuff and
just eating as clean as possible kind of like prevents or hopefully like staves off a lot of like, you know, diseases or sicknesses that we could get. So
for sure, and like any risks that come along with it, you know, eating terribly.
Yeah.
But so we've kind of come to the conclusion that like if we do like it'd probably be like a 1 day a month or every other week if it's just like one meal. But even still staying like predominantly healthy, like we're gonna do like vegetables in a salad or this or that or like and if we are like not doing like a cheat meal, then like maybe like 2 or 3 days out of the week, like, you know, adding like tomato into our diet or adding like avocado or adding, you know, something that still is predominantly healthy, but you know, at least is gonna allow us to have a little bit more variety. But like, you know, once we hit like our goal weight, and
I feel like we would be able to find a couple of ingredients that would make like a huge culinary difference. Like I think tomatoes, because like we already do dairy. I think if we could add like tomatoes in, even just that one freaking ingredient would make such a huge difference in like just being able to like make sauces and like, you know, toppings for stuff. And
Yeah.
So I think like we wouldn't have to go crazy and add a variety of stuff in, but I think that would, help us be able to maintain it for a while.
She really just wants pico so we can...
and cilantro, yeah.
Cilantro.
Tomatoes, onions, and cilantro and lime. That's all we need.
We'll just get like fresh pico salsa or something. And just
pico
throw it
can
on
be
a
our
burger.
cheat meal, yeah.
We used to do that, pico
We
on a
used
burger.
to do that, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Pork rinds and pico.
That sounds gross.
It sounds gross, but we haven't tried it.
It probably would add like a lot of flavor that would make it good. It'd be like such a new flavor. We would just be so excited about it.
I know. Pork rinds are dry too, so that would help.
Yeah. This is, in general, we're running late just because we were enjoying our time together and watching crime docuseries and stuff like that. So we're going to wrap this up and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh.
We also got these scented the air scent bottle things that are supposed to like make it seem like you're actually like drinking juice, and it doesn't work. So no specific brand, but do not spend your money on it. It does not work. Like you can smell it, but for one thing, it's hard to sniff and drink at the same time, or maybe I'm broken, I don't know, but that's really hard to do it for me. But then also it literally just tastes like you're drinking water and that you're like, you have a candle near you or something.
Yeah, it's supposed to like emulate your senses or whatever. Like, when some people say like, "Oh, plug your nose and eat something," you can get through because its smell is like playing a factor. They used to have commercials for these.
Yeah.
A year ago, and I think we ended up seeing them and was like, "Oh, that's cool." And she happened to run across them again on Amazon, and it came with like 6 different flavors.
Which, funnily, 2 of the flavors there's a Coke scented one and then a Red Bull scented one, which is just so random.
Yeah, but we both tried it out. Like I have mine right here, and she has hers, and I actually tried the Coke one, and she did like grape. And it's just not.
It's not what you would expect. So we were just hoping,
especially for the price that it was, like in the price of the capsules, it's not anywhere near.
Yeah. I
beneficial.
think for these 2 bottles, we ended up paying like $60, and we plan to return it. So
we were just trying to add some
excitement
into our lives.
Yeah, dude, for me, like I've always been really big into like having drinks. Like literally at one time, I could be drinking like 4 different things. I could have a water bottle, a Propel bottle, a coffee, a Diet Coke.
Yeah,
like,
we
just
would stop
all
by
in one.
We'd stop by the gas station on a road trip, and she'd literally like get a coffee,
a Monster,
fountain soda, and a Monster,
and a Propel,
and like a water or something, or a Propel, and I would just have like one drink, and she's got. Like,
he would just have unsweetened tea, and I have like 4 or 5 different things, and I'm like, I love having drinks, so yeah, like when I say that, I've been craving coffee, like that's part of that. Like I just always am used to like drinking something that just tastes good. So we were hoping this would make it feel like we're drinking juice or something, but it doesn't. So we'll just stick with water.
Yeah. But yeah, we are going to wrap everything up and get some rest and shut eye. We're leaving early around like 9:30 tomorrow. So yeah, we'll have some cool videos hopefully for you tomorrow at the fair.
Yep.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Bye. Damn, boy.
I'm going to Disneyland again.
I hate you.